And hello, my brave knights, princesses, and princesses. Welcome back to Let's Play Sherlock Holmes: The Devil's Dealer. When last left off, we were in the middle of a chain reaction. Hold on a second.
I would have died if not for you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Strikes. Ugh. There we go.
Thank you for saving me. Please help me. My leg. I'm certain that Watson is far more capable of handling this situation.
Okay. Where is it? Get you out of here.
I need help. Thanks for your help. Oh, my shoulder. I'd better call for Watson. Watson, there's a man with an injured leg just over there. Could you help him, please? Please help me. My leg.
My name is Dr. Watson. Let me examine you.
It's okay, I'm a doctor.
Ah, it hurts.
There's some extreme bruising. No bones appear to be broken. I think that an improvised bandage will do for now. One moment, and I'll fetch what I need. Now, let me apply the bandage.
Thank you, Doctor.
No problem.
Thanks, Doctor. Oh, my shoulder.
I'm a doctor. Will you allow me to look at your shoulder?
Ouch! Ah! 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 Ouch!
Think of trying to get all three lit. Come on.
Ouch! Thank you for your help. Don't worry, I'm okay.
Dress.
I see no visible injuries. Perhaps
Oh, my head.
Holmes, it appears the police have arrested someone. Perhaps it is the person responsible for this disaster. What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
Oh, what a mess. Let me go. You're talking nonsense.
Insulting a police constable, eh? That's quite enough.
What's happening here, Constable?
Mr. Holmes, this gentleman here is the fellow who built the scaffolding which collapsed and caused this accident.
That ain't true. How were you hurt? This hammer hit me on the leg. How? It flew out from the scaffolding I put up. When the damn thing collapsed, the hammer flew out and cost me leg.
You were standing over there at the time.
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's right.
So it would not have been possible for him to bring the scaffolding down, Constable?
Perhaps it was poorly constructed.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. And what made it fall? Perhaps it was you, waving around that rotten stick of yours.
You'll wind up getting a taste of it if you carry on like this.
One moment, Constable. The scaffolding here has been entirely dislodged. It is unlikely that this disaster could have been the fault of this gentleman. Allow me to inspect the area. And if you could possibly be of use, close off the surrounding section. Do not grant anyone access, nor allow them to leave. Is that quite clear?
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes.
This accident is a little unusual. I need to concentrate on the details. I must include all the participants in the accident sequence.
My poor leg.
This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop. The driver is dead. He was killed by the explosion. Celebratory bunting. This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it. This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident. The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. That's it. An old sprung cart, which has seen better days. Good day to you, sir. Would you mind answering some questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you the driver of this cart?
Yeah. I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I don't know. There was a collision, I felt the ground, I come over all dizzy.
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No, no idea.
The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided.
What a bloody carnage.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
This jaunting car would be capable of travelling at great speed. A common phaeton. An uncommon location.
My poor leg.
I've not seen a traffic accident like...
Mr. Holmes?
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please, not now. I'm in shock.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident? That's it. Those wardrobes fell like dominoes.
This is an absolute disaster.
It is.
That's it. The technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards. So why did the cab stop?
That's an excellent question.
A tattoo. This man was killed by electricity, as shown by the distinct mark on his hand. This man was armed with a revolver. Webley, I suspect. This cab was painted recently. There is some text underneath the paint here. Could be important. I'll need to find a way to remove this fresh paint. Rasco. Yes, I know him. He's a small-time local criminal. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. Some kind of solvent.
Borrowing this from you.
Mud. Oof. Smells bad. A pneumatic hammer.
They were up to something.
Underground Electric Railways Company of London.
Quite a mouthful.
There's a metal strapping. There's a metal strapping. This crank has been turned. There is some electrical wiring here beneath the manhole.
Okay.
An open bottle of cheap wine. A single glass containing traces of alcohol.
Probably could just those for fingerprints.
I can see the technical cab very well from here. I've not seen such a device before. The electrical charge which affected the technical cab came from here.
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're the murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes. A murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map. My poor leg.
Mm-hmm. Who's our last suspect?
That's it. Constable, I suspect 3 people here. Take them to Scotland Yard for questioning.
As long as I don't leave empty-handed, all's good and well.
I know that look, Holmes. Have you found something new?
That's right. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion. About Kate.
Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise I,
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets.
Most excellent news for you. Please arrange to visit the house as soon as possible so we may conclude this matter of condition stationary.
This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address. The initials MB.
Your repeated absence, which is compounded by delays with existing workload, simply cannot continue. Responsible for a number of serious errors that your colleagues have found themselves compelled to rectify. We're sorry for this present situation. As you've always been an exemplary employee, we understand the complication of your personal situation, but if you are unable to correct your behavior in the immediate future, we shall be forced to terminate your employment.
Reginald Butcher had problems with his job. This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new.
Benjamin, my son, I would so be pleased if you could join me and help lead our next charity banquet, which is due to take place on Sunday after the service. Your goodwill brings us joy, and know that I may rely upon you. I remember how your life began, and you're feeling rejected and alone in the world, and how you returned to the criminal path, but you found the strength within you to make the change. You became a good man. Okay.
Whiskey. Of poor quality. Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulating. Murad. Quite a popular brand of cigarette. My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith. Electrical wires.
Dear Mr. Garrett, we are obliged to inform you that despite your expropriation, you are still in debt to a considerable sum of money. We would request you to take a payment service as soon as possible, otherwise we shall be obliged to involve the police in this unfortunate matter.
A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark. This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go talk to people.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Come on, man.
Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it. I swear.
Sure.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No. It was a long time ago. I already forgot. I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council. I swear it.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing, I swear.
Yes, you swear it, I know. Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
I'm getting good at this. So he works with electricity, but he's sick. Gotcha.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How'd you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes. I teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
No, I didn't ask.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
Fascinating. Well, now we have to go find what's his name. Alright, so when we come back, guys, we will go to the hospital and deal with what's his name. Until then, leave a like and subscribe because there's always room for more. See you on the next video. Goodbye, everybody.